Hey guys, this is Hydra from Xtrades back with another weekly video, and in this video we're going to recap the stock market for July of 2025, and we're going to look at the best names and the best setups for the upcoming weeks and months. So as usual, let's start off by looking at the indices. So we'll start off with SPY and QQQ. So let's take a look at SPY here. So on the daily chart, you can see SPY got a really strong bounce off the lows, right? We went from 481 to 626 in a relatively short period of time, right? So this is very, very strong action. And if you look on the weekly chart, it just looks really, really strong, right? We had a correction here, right? And then we got a very strong V-shaped recovery, and now we are just grinding higher and higher and making new all-time highs. The only thing I would be cautious about is that there are a lot of unfilled gaps, right? For example, here's one, here's another one, and then here's another one, right? So three unfilled gaps, which you don't see often. So there's a good chance that maybe at least one will fill, right? So there could be, I think the probabilities are high that we could get like a mini correction just because the move that we got was so strong. So a mini pullback could happen, but overall the market's just insanely strong, and yeah, we just continue to grind higher and higher. Same thing with the Qs, really strong action, strong bounce off the lows, 402 to 557. Weekly chart looks really good as well. Yeah, the same thing though. There's a lot of unfilled gaps, but it doesn't mean that they will get filled necessarily. But yeah, the Qs are also very impressive here and just continue to make new highs. And if we look at IWM also got a very strong bounce off the lows, 171 to 221. This one is obviously lagging compared to SPY and QQQ because those already made new all-time highs, where IWM is nowhere close to making new all-time highs just yet. ARKK is also looking really good here, right? This ETF is breaking out for the first time in almost like 2-3 years. We tried to break out earlier in 2024, but ended up failing and coming back in. But so far in 2025, we got a pretty strong bounce off the recent lows. We went from 38 to 72, so that's more than a double. So yeah, growth names are looking much healthier. Now let's take a look at some of the big cap names. Apple looks like it was consolidating here for a while and then broke out, so it looks like it has room back to 225. Netflix looks really strong, right? This one just continues to slow grind higher and higher. Really strong action from Netflix. From the bottom 187 to 1341, which is insane. Meta also really strong move, right? Went from 88 to 747, and this one looks like it's ready to break out higher and could see 800 pretty soon here. Microsoft is super strong. This one just continues to grind higher and higher. Really strong action from Microsoft. Nvidia finally got its big breakout, right? Yeah, this one is breaking out of a really strong or big base. So yeah, this one looks really strong and has a lot of potential here. Nvidia, Broadcom, these are the top semiconductor names. Broadcom also making new all-time highs. CRDO, this is a smaller cap, but another very strong semiconductor. TSM, another very strong semiconductor, right? So this is a very strong theme and one that you want to pay attention to. Going back to the big caps, Google also looks good. If we can clear that 181 level, I think this looks good for a move back up to 200. Amazon also looks good. This one is grinding higher and looks good to make new all-time highs as well. Yeah, so those are the big cap names. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla is lagging, right? This one got a really weak bounce off the lows and it's been kind of chopping around, right? So key resistance will be first key resistance will be around that I'd probably say around the 330, 332 area, and then 356. So that's going to be the key levels for Tesla. Tesla is kind of sloppy right now, kind of choppy compared to the other big cap names. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the big caps. Now we can move on to some individual names that I am watching closely for the upcoming week and the upcoming or the rest of the year, really, right? So one of the strongest theme right now is Bitcoin, for sure. This one's breaking out of a nice base, formed the mini cup and handle, right? And now it's breaking out with huge increase in volume. So Bitcoin looks really, really good to me. So MSTR also looks really good, right? This one looks ready to break out of this big base here that's been forming for almost a year now. Coin also looks really good here, and this one already had a really strong bounce. It went from 146 to 400 almost, right? So pretty insane move from Coinbase. So yeah, Bitcoin names and fintech names like Coinbase, Hood. Hood is another strong one. This one had a monster breakout. Went from 30 to 101, so over 3x. And SoFi is another one that got a very strong bounce here. Went from $8 to 21, right? So these fintech names like Hood and SoFi also acting really strong, and Bitcoin in general, right? So those are two hot themes. And then the third one would be semiconductors, which we already went over: Nvidia, Broadcom, CRDO, TSM, right? Those type of names. So those are the three strongest themes that I am seeing, and I think will continue into the rest of 2025. Some other names: ASTS, base name, right? This one looks really good, really strong breakout, and now it's flagging. Another one, RKLB, another space name. Um, this one also got a pretty nice breakout, right? Went from 16 to 40, so lots of momentum in these names. Another name that not a lot of people talk about, but is CLS, right? This one went from $15 to 163 in less than 2 years, so really impressive. And this one just continues to grind higher and higher. So this is a name that is very high up my watch list right now. CRS, same thing. This one went from 110 to 283 in less than a year, right? And continues to grind higher and higher. So that's another top name. GEV, this is the top energy name I'm looking at. It's a relatively recent IPO. Went from 115 to 546 and continues to grind higher and higher. So this is definitely a top watch name. Palantir, another strong theme is software, right? Palantir is the king of software right now, along with Oracle. So Palantir looks really good. This one's just grinding higher. If it breaks that 145 level, this can go make another leg up. And Oracle also got a monster breakout, huge volume. So Oracle looks really strong to me, and another leading software name at the moment. And then we also have Uber. This one looks really good on the weekly chart, right? Similar to some of the other big bases that other names like Nvidia formed, right? But this one's already breaking out. Formed a nice flag and broke out. So Uber looks really strong to me here. Carvana, this one had an insane rally, right? Went from 25 to 364 in less than 2 years and continues to grind higher and higher. So definitely another top watch name. And then another name that I've been following recently is OUST. This one's been forming a nice flag, had a huge breakout, huge volume. Yes, this one looks really good to me as well. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. These are the names that I'm watching for the upcoming weeks, and the rest of the year, really. And again, the three main themes I'm watching out for are semiconductors, Bitcoin, and fintech. And then if I had to say another one, then it would be software. But yeah, those are the top names and themes I'm watching. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.